Hey, what's going on today, guys? So I'm out here on the bike. I didn't bring a tripod today, so it's gonna be a little shaky in handheld footage, but yeah, we got a really nice sunny day out here today, and I just wanted to come out on the bike, and I brought my coffee kit. So yeah, I'm gonna cook up a coffee, and I got a tarp shelter I gotta set up because I might be using it for my ammo can wood stove. It's a little bit bigger than the last one I used. So I'm just out here, want to get a good idea of how big it is and if it'll work for the stove or not. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get set up and bring you guys back.
Oh yeah, look at those big boys.
Okay, so I went ahead and got the shelter set up. I'm on a continuous ridgeline system. I'll show you guys. Swapped out my wood toggle with just a little carabiner. I got that running all the way down. And quite far, way over there on that tree where my bike is. So I'll give you guys a real quick walk around. The tarp is an olive green. It does have 2 doors on either side, and they are outward going doors, so they come to a point coming out instead of going in like some tarps. So that buys you an extra 2 or 3 feet. It's advertised as a 16-foot long shelter. And give you guys a look way over here. Now the pitch is way off. Just a real quick pitch. See, there's quite a wrinkle here. This side should be pulled out more and lower. But I didn't shovel any snow out. I just got it tied to this log and tied to that log down there. So here's the front door. And same thing on this side. I just ran it to another log down there. And got it on these prusik knots here, like I usually do. Real nice tarp. It's got a nice ridge line in there, all seam taped. I don't know of the actual brand of it. I'll pop a link down in the description on Amazon.ca where you can find it. It came directly from China, and I couldn't find an actual manufacturer on it. But yeah, let's go ahead and unpin the door. See, I got the door pinned in with 2 sticks on this side. I want to go ahead and open this up now that you guys seen the whole structure. And I'm just going to leave this side open. I'll leave the other side closed in. But already you can see it's a massive shelter. Really big in there. And I might go ahead and pin one of these down here just to block some wind. So you can see I went ahead and I got this door kind of pinned down here. Right here, just got that door kind of shut for the most part. And I went ahead and opened up this side. Did the same thing, staked it in there. So let's jump on inside and see how big it is. Oh, it's huge in here. Wow. No zipper on this, so it's just to kind of fold over and seal it up. I have it pitched too high right now, so you can see it's actually floating off the ground around all the edges. If it was down on the ground and all the angles were correct, if I took a little bit more time to set it up properly and it was down on the ground and all the angles were correct, the doors over here would actually overlap each other. Kind of like the Eagle's Nest Outfitters, the hammock tarp that they have with the doors. It would do kind of the same thing. So it would fold over and it would seal up nicely. It is big in here, guys. It is huge. Gonna stomp all the snow down and give you guys a look to see how far it is. And already you can see I'm not even sitting, I'm not kneeling or anything. I'm actually up quite high, and my head's not even touching the peak. So this is a really big shelter. So I'll give you guys the forward view. So here are my feet. Pan all the way up. You could fit easily 3 full men in here. So yeah, running the stove in a shelter like this, I think it'd be awesome. Already I could tell if I had my sleeping setup over here, I could put my little camp chair, my foldable chair, over in this area and still have enough sitting room, and then have my wood stove down at either end. I mean, I could reverse that setup, but yeah, I'd have the stove. I got these doors shut here, so I'll go ahead and show you. But you guys know the whole deal if you would have watched my ammo can wood stove video. You guys know the deal on how I had that set up with the doors open. So this setup being the same way, stove would be right down here and run the pipe out and off to the side, because that day I didn't bring my 45-degree angle pipe. I only brought the straight sections, but I do have a 45-degree angle pipe that'll come up off the stove and go out on 45, and then I can run all the pipes out to a tripod. So yeah, kind of out of breath, all that biking, deep snow. So yeah, it's big in here, guys. So here's the door, and you can see a little bit more of a height comparison here. I'm not sitting or anything, I'm still on my feet, just crouched down. I can already tell this would be really neat to have these doors open a little bit more if it was driving rain. You could sit right here in a chair and be under the tarp and still enjoy a little bit of the forest and not get wet. So that's pretty cool. Oh, right into the ridge line. It's one thing I still can't get right. Every time I stand up, boom, right in the ridge line. So like I was saying earlier, try and get out of the light here. The tarp is off the ground quite a bit. The angles are way off. You can see this guy out point's actually being pulled that way, which is kind of giving a big wrinkle in the tarp. It's not pitch tight at all. Just a real quick, dirty setup, just to see the quality of the product and how large it is. You guys that look again. What's really cool about this is my fat bike would actually fit inside of here upside down. So if I was out on a biking trip, I can actually put my bike upside down inside and keep it protected in the shelter, and wouldn't have a bright orange bike outside. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a great color. Let's go back here. Let's go back here a little ways, and we can maybe, yeah, we'll go this way. That's into the sun, and I'll have a look at it from the back side with the sun maybe kind of shining through it. The camera will pick that up. So my bike's right here. I'm only about 10 yards away, and see the tarp here. That's a beautiful color. That blends in really, really nice. I'm really happy with that. The Coyote Tan tarp that I got, it'll blend in the fall really well. But I think this kind of location, with all the green spruce and pine trees, this is an excellent color. It blends in really well, especially with the white snow. It's still got all the green over in the background and whatnot. It blends in nice. Hopefully the sun's poking through the back and we can get a little bit of a better look at what it looks like towards the sun, if I can get in these trees. Yeah, that'll work right here, I guess. So there you can kind of see a nice little glow, what it would look like if the sun was directly on it. It's not like a bright lime green, which is really nice. I know some tarps look good in certain lighting, and then you get backlit scenes and it's a real hideous lime green, but this stays nice and olive in color. At certain angles here, you can actually see it's still in contrast. I mean, obviously this is, highlights are all blown out, but right down in here you can still see it's not really a hugely bright color, which is awesome. So this blends in really well. I like it. I like it a lot. And yeah, it is not ripstop nylon, but feeling it, very smooth and slippery like the AquaQuest. It's not as heavy as my AquaQuest Defender, but I could definitely tell, and in the description it is polyurethane coated. And if you get a shot of the seam tape, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but that is all tape, except for this little V stitching here of this reinforced plate. That is not seam taped. That doesn't usually bother me because it's on the end, but if it is driving rain and you have your tarp pitched kind of sagging, and what I mean by that is the whole top right here, mine's pitched very nice and tight. If that were to bow and this did leak in here, it would actually run down the ridge on the inside to the lowest point and start dripping inside. Now this can be fixed real easy. Buy some seam tape, press it in with a hairdryer, get some silicone, brush it on with a little brush. I'm not going to worry about it. It's my wintertime tarp for exactly right now for snow. In my area, we don't usually get rain in the wintertime. It's usually either what it is right now, sunny and clear, or snow. So now that you guys have seen the tarp setup that I'm going to be using mainly for winter, I think it's about time that we go ahead and I'm going to get some wood. and kind of looking around for deadfall, and there's plenty of it around. So I want to go ahead and gather up some wood and make a small fire and cook up a coffee and maybe get into a bit of a chat. Might show you guys some more gear. Not totally sure, but I'm going to go ahead and get some wood together and light a fire real close. Not too close, but close enough to get a coffee going. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm a gum smacker. Okay, so hope you guys can bear with me on this video. I didn't bring my tripod like I said earlier, but I do got you guys propped up on my backpack right now, so that's working so far. Got my knife, my fire steel. I managed to grab a bunch of birch bark on the way in, so I'm gonna go ahead and scrape this up and get a couple more pieces of wood. I'm just grabbing this stuff off the trees, real light and dead. Just like that. I mean, I got a bunch of wood and it'll burn really hot, which is what I'm looking for. I just want a quick coffee. I'll go ahead and scrape this guy. This looks like a pretty good piece. There it goes. Oh, missed it. Alright, scrape a little bit more. Alright, we got her this time. Having one of those days where can't find anything. Now I know specifically that I brought a thermos with water inside of it, and I can't find it. So as you can see, I've resorted to melting snow because I am determined to have my coffee. I got my lid on there because you don't want smoke getting in your snow. Trust me, it'll be absolutely disgusting. Smoke coffee. Now this is kind of puzzling to me because I vividly remember seeing my thermos in my bag on the outside. I actually asked my girlfriend on the way out the door where it was, and sure enough it was right there in my bag. The only thing I took out of my pack was the tarp. However, I did stop down the trail on the way in and I grabbed some birch bark, and then I threw my backpack over my shoulder and got back on my bike. My bet is it's down there on the trail somewhere, standing up in the snow, or it's in my van. So that's cool. Either way, it'll show up. It's around here somewhere. I went ahead and looked inside the shelter. Didn't see any thermos. So that kind of sucks. Oh well, we'll make the best of it. Got some snow on the melt right now, and roll with it. Give you guys a look around. Fire down here. straight off from the tarp shelter. Alright, well, that was a success. Coffee in hand. Finally.
Oh yeah.
If you watched my last video, you would have heard me mention, trying to think again, my upcoming trip. I'm doing a 3-night trip, and I'm going to be building a bushcraft base camp. So I'm going to do 3 nights out in the woods, and I imagine it'll probably take me the first 2 days to build it and finalize it. So for the first 2 nights, I'm going to be doing it hot tent style with my ammo can wood stove. I'm either going to bring this tarp, or I'm going to bring my one Tigress tarp and throw the can stove in there and live in that for 2 nights. Spend 2 days working really hard building a bushcraft shelter, like I said, and that'll provide me a nice area to film, to build more bushcraft type stuff. So I'm going to build a bushcraft chair, table, get the whole area set up for cooking big meals, get a tripod built and stuff like that. But I'm going to do more traditional stuff out there and have some fun with that. Wanted to get out today and show you guys this, and I don't know if this will be the last video until that camping trip, or if I'm going to be able to slip another video in. I might do a gear loadout video, I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to be bringing a ton of gear for that trip, I already know that. So it might be worth showing you guys what I bring. But like I said, I just wanted to come out here today, enjoy the sunshine. It's about 5 degrees out right now, so it's nice and warm. Nice to get out. I had my jacket on the way in and sweating too much, I had to take it off. So yeah, this shelter's pretty sweet. I like it. Check the description, I'll put a link down there what it is. I did end up buying this one myself. It was cheap enough for even me to buy. I believe I paid $55, and as soon as I ordered it, I checked it a couple hours later and it said it was shipped on the boat from China already, and it hit Canada Customs and it sat there for about 5 days. And then it was funny because I was sitting down watching TV and I checked the tracking number and it said boom, delivered. And I looked at my girlfriend and I said, did you get that package? She said no. So well, what the heck is going on? So I went out to my front door, which we don't use, and sure enough, hanging out of my mailbox. So I don't know how long it was there for, a day or two. But anyways, here it is. It's looking really good so far. So yeah, hopefully you guys like that. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. The sun's starting to dip down a little bit. It's going to make for an awesome ride out. And I'm going to go home and have some supper, and as usual, get this video out to you guys. So, got a few photos from today I'm going to put on my Instagram. Make sure you guys check that if you guys are interested in it. It's Lone Wolf Wildcamping. That'll be in the description as well. And I think that's about it. So, yeah, I'm just going to enjoy my coffee and maybe bump around inside the shelter there and see what kind of room I got and how I want to set it up. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Come here, you.
I've been worried sick about you.